We just recently saw Polymera 2 exceed our expectations in this mystery suspenseful genre, despite having great expectations from people who watched the first part. Normally, what follows is a very cheap copy or an inspiration that would want to cash in simply by doing some gimmicks. I'll have to say though, anywhere, any place to anyone, that Mangalavaaram in the same mystery suspenseful genre is a completely different film, which also has added genuine humor that wasn't there in Polymera. This humor, some of you might find it cringe or toxic masculinity, but it worked really well as it wasn't forced and it also fit into the theme of the film perfectly. Just as the director Ajay Bhupati mentioned, this movie Mangalavaaram is hands down an amazing film where every character played an important role in the film. If an actor had a dialogue, they were important. If an actor was shown twice on the screen, they were important. Not just important, but impactful. Also, as he promised, he touched on a subject that was never discussed before in mainstream cinema, within India and most definitely Telugu cinema. The director used amazing back and forth flashback technique at least 3 times to tell us the story, revealing secrets incrementally each time. Polymera also had it, but it was all about the same event. Here, it is not about the same event but more traditional incremental reveal of additional story. Despite having that narrative style, this movie is very difficult to narrate because any narration generally requires to be said from the protagonist's viewpoint. Here, you'll find the whole first half from the viewpoint of a village or all the villagers. There are many characters in the movie, with each character having extraordinary say in driving the collective emotion of that village and making us sit through with some really funny banter, great rivalry, some mystery elements, and of course godly elements as well. So many actors, but everybody deserves a mention. I'll call out some of them after discussing some more extraordinary things about this movie. The interval bang, I'll have to say, is a major heart-stopping moment and also introduces the main important character, leading into the second half where the main emotional foundation of the whole film is based upon. And this second half is said mostly from a single person's perspective, and that is Payal Rajput. The pre-climax was just extraordinary as it discusses and reveals the never touched before subject, leading us into a perfect climax, making another shocking reveal. And just as the movie was ending, the director made another reveal of his, which was very interesting. As expected from the trailer, the sound BGM, you can say, also played an important character in this movie, as it takes the story forward, makes your heart race, and also possibly stop your heart for a moment. This is from the same music director that did Kantara and Virupaksha. Doing this film, he deserves all the praise here. The camera work in this movie is extraordinary, especially in the night scenes where the villagers were using lanterns for searching the murderer. Overall, this is a very technically brilliant film. Coming to the actors, despite having so many actors and great performances, Payal Rajput bears the entire burden on her shoulders. She was just tremendous in her acting, and this role is very tough for anyone. She was the emotional anchor of this film. She will make you feel her pain, her agony, and the trauma. She just didn't excel. She exceeded and lived that character. What a performer. She can easily carry an entire film on her shoulders. Here she only had to do one half of the movie. She deserves writers writing great challenging roles for her going forward. She has the sheer audacity, ability and conviction to pull off this role. Then everything is within her range. I say conviction, why? Because this character could have easily got into sleaze. So she had to have immense trust in her director. Some people may find this whole part of the movie a little slow, but it is very important for all our emotions to be showcased in an unhurried pace, so it requires all the time it took. Even as I'm writing the actors to highlight next, there are so many and I also don't know some of them. So let me name a few, and I'm sorry for not being able to name everyone. Firstly, Telugu cinema's unpolished jewel Ajay Ghosh, who recently acted in Bedrulanka movie, playing the primary instigator role of the whole events in that movie. And of course, he was the most important role and the primary reason for the success of that movie. He is also acting in this movie, and you can reasonably argue that he played the second most important character in this film. Other notable actors are Nandita, Divya Pillai, Chaitanya Krishna, Ravindra Vijay, and one special cameo by a special actor. We can discuss more about him in a spoiler-filled detailed review. Lastly, every cinema lover and especially Telugu cinema lover should watch this movie in big way, so that films like Mangalavaaram and Polymera will be made more often than not. It will help us satiate our quest for great cinema. Also remember that this movie is certified A, so please don't take your children to the movie. And don't forget, stay for the post-credit scenes to get one more super reveal in the end. If you liked my review, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.